So, what's your opinion on organic food? Most people think organic food is more real because it's more natural, and it connects us with nature in a sense as we consume them. But is organic food really better than other mass-produced food?
In some ways, yes, and it's better for some people than it is for others. For instance, for pregnant women and young children who are developing, what kind of food they eat would have more effect on them. However, for most healthy adults, it's not as important.
Well, what is it that makes organic food better for your health? What's the main difference?
Well, the main difference is that mass-produced foods contain chemicals such as pesticides, antibiotics, fertilizers, etc. Some chemicals can really affect the people who consume them over a long period. For instance, a study found that kids who eat mass-produced foods have 6 times the level of certain pesticides in their urine than those who eat organic foods.
Sounds like there is a difference between organic food and mass-produced food. And organic food is, in a sense, is more real. However, it's almost ironic that there are so many fake organic foods out there.
Yes, there is a significant portion of organic food out there that's not real. There are actually labels that pretend to their realness, but some are labeled as organic food just because it's a popular idea, rather than actually getting tested and certified as organic food.
Yeah, on that note, I also noticed that there are different kinds of eggs in the supermarket. For example, farm eggs, organic eggs, regular eggs, white eggs, and they're all priced differently. Although I've read in some research that they all contain pretty much the same nutrition, I think people are marketing organic food for what it actually is. Organic food has been around for thousands of years, way before mass-produced foods came around. Right now, it's becoming such a big deal. People spend millions of dollars on it every year in Europe, and it's just not as real as it should be.
No, I mean, there's some ways that it can never be as real as it was. For example, DDT, a harmful pesticide used in the 50s and 60s, can still be found in grass-fed animal, even if they organic grade. DDT is still in the environment.
That's a scary thought. However, there are some benefits of some chemicals, such as antibiotics, which help livestock survive certain sicknesses. When animals get a disease, would you rather have them die or receive antibiotics and ultimately end up on the table?
That's a good point because animals that die are wasted food. However, because they use this antibiotics so much, the bacteria have been found to grow resistant to them. This new strain of bacteria is stronger and can fight off the antibiotics. As a result, the bacteria would eventually be in the meat because nothing can kill them off.
True, antibiotics should be used sparingly. However, we are not completely sure how not using them would affect our food supply. The same concept can be applied to fertilizers and pesticides used on crops. They help produce food more efficiently, but with questionable effects. Without the use of chemicals, the amount of available food might drastically decrease.
Quantity is a serious consideration in how we grow our food. Also, with the falling economy, efficiency is another factor. A non-organic method of growing food is much more efficient and would seem the right way. However, the unknown health issues of the chemicals used lead us to question whether it is worth using them. There have been no serious side effects associated yet with the use of the chemicals, but many shy away from the non-organic because of the lack of information.
However, some people don't have the loyalty of choice of organic versus non-organic. For example, the starving kids in Africa who gladly take non-organic food, such as McDonald's, because they lack good calorie intake. On the contrary, a student at Georgia Tech can usually choose what he or she wants, he or she eats. So therefore, he or she shouldn't eat McDonald's every day because they can have better quality food.
Yes, for people like us, we should try to eat organic. However, there are way too many starving people in the world. Having any type of food isn't necessary for them. We need to be able to feed all 7 billion humans, and non-organic food may be the only way.